member of the Friends, and it's a great honor to be asked to speak on behalf of Cindy. Many of you, some of you know, Larry is very familiar with it, and several others, but the process to make this facility happen was very tumultuous, to say the least. Group 70, the firm that I'm now retired from, was the architects for the facilities that you see up here, the Education Center. There's a different architect for the facilities on the beach. We were also the planners, which were responsible for getting the permitting approved for this facility, and I managed that planning team. I'm going to both diss and give credit to the mayors, but there's some negative in what I'm going to say too. The mayor was a great visionary, but what often happens with great visionaries is they somehow get so caught up in their vision that they lose track of where the community's at and how they might like or dislike the vision of that person. That's what happened in this case. It was in 1999, I believe, and Major came up with a vision where we were going to take the Job Corps site and instead of expand Cocoa Head District Park, that was going to become a major facility for a regional park. There was going to be a major parking lot there, an education center there, a cable car up to the top of Cocoa Crater. Everybody was going to park there. Nobody was going to park here. You had to get into a shuttle to come over here. There was going to be a restaurant here, a fish tank and exhibits. Anybody who wanted to snorkel in the bay had to go on a guided tour. That was the plan. Came out in late April to present the plan to the community, and it really hit the fan. Total emotional opposition. The problem was the money to build this facility lapsed at the end of the year. This was April 1999. The money lapsed in December 31st. The mayor, to his credit, saw that his plan was dead in the water. And he said, okay, see what you can do. And he just backed off. What we did, we have a process that we use in Group 70 that involves the community. Not, you know, here's our plan, tell us what you think, thank you very much, but actually involves the community. And a key part of that process is to have someone who has credibility in the community to work with the community and get that input and make sure that the designers are responding. That was Cynthia's role. This did not happen before when the mayor was putting through his vision. This is something that happened starting in June 1st. The mayor met with everybody, said, okay, I give up. We're starting back at square one. We want everybody who's concerned to meet with the architects, the planners, and with the parks people, and we're going to have Cindy liaison with you and try to make this process work. That started on June 1st. We had 6 months to get this project approved. The money lapsed. We had to completely rewrite. We had to come up with a new plan. We did that in 7 weeks. We had meetings every week. The first week was, do we want to come up with a new plan? We didn't say, you know, we have to come up with a new plan. Do you, community, want us to come up with a new plan for an Alamo Bay? At the end of that meeting, after a lot of discussion, they said yes. Then we came up with a new plan in 6 weeks. We had to do it in 6 weeks because we had to completely rewrite the EIS, which we did. We had to then get that accepted. Then we had to process the special management area use permit and get the city council, elected officials to vote and approve that in early December of 1990. We did that. And again, there was a lot of opposition along the way because a lot of people were really pissed off. A lot of people didn't think the city could do it right. And we still see that going on now, right? So they had good reasons for feeling that way. But with Cindy's key role, Alan was a key person. Dick Baker, who was then the chair of the neighborhood board and came in, he was a key person. We had several key people, and despite continuing opposition, because again, people just were opposed. A lot of people wanted to see nothing happen, or just a passive part. We were able to get enough community support so that the elected officials approved the SMA. So we had, and again, it wouldn't have happened without Cindy's working with the community, her credibility, her aloha for the community, and the fact that people knew about that, they would listen to her. And we were able to communicate with the community and get their input on the plan, come up with a plan. We made major changes to the plan as in response to the community. There was no, again, it was a blank slate starting June 1st. It wouldn't have happened without Cindy, because if we didn't have that credible link between us, the planners and the architects and the community, we wouldn't have been able to build a community support. And it really wasn't over then. We had to then get a conservation district permit from the State Board of Land and Natural Resources. That was a contested case process, again, because of the opposition. That took another year. That's why this facility didn't open until 2002. We went through a year and a half of contentious permitting. My point is, Cindy has contributed so much to this facility and to Hanauma Bay over the years. But the reality is, we wouldn't be standing here in this facility today if it wasn't for what Cindy did back in 1980.